Okay, so let's talk about the effect of temperature on resistance of any wire. So as you can see from our formula, resistance is directly proportional to temperature. Meaning, habang papainit, tumataas din ang resistance ng isang conductor. Just like in our diagram. So, we have linear relationship between the two. Therefore, we can use linear regression analysis to predict the resistance at any given operating temperature condition. Or you can stick using this formula. It's up to you. Let's try here in this problem. A coil has a resistance of 100 ohms at 90 degrees Celsius. At 105 degrees Celsius, its resistance is 102 ohms. Find the resistance at 75 degrees Celsius. Like what we observed in the trend, resistance and temperature has linear relationship. So statistically speaking, we can use these points or data to predict what would be the resistance at 75. Since we have statistics mode in our calculator, we will use the linear regression mode, mode 3.2. Okay, so in which we will put under X, yan na yung ating operating temperature condition. And then for Y, this will be the predicted resistance of the wire. So based from our calculator, statistics mode, mode 3, 2. And as you can see, A plus BX, so we need two data points. And we have enough, right? Meaning, at 90 degrees Celsius daw, expected resistance would be 100 ohm. Also, at 105 degrees Celsius, we have 102 ohms. Before we continue solving, we can say na may mali na sa choices kasi find the resistance at 75. Sabi dito at 100 at 90 degree, 100 ohms na yung resistance ng wire. So kung lumamig na yan at 75, asahan natin na bababa yun sa 100 ohms. So wrong na si letter D in case. But just to prove, we are looking for 75 degrees Celsius. Now what is the resistance at that temperature? So press all clear, then input Y hat. So this is the predicted resistance at 75 degrees Celsius. Okay, so let's try. So mode 3.2. So we have 90 degrees Celsius at 100 ohm and 105 degrees Celsius, which is 102 ohms. Okay. So press all clear. Then puntahan na natin yung predicted Y 5 or predicted resistance Y hat number 5. Okay. So we have 98 ohms. Okay. Letter C. So that's how convenient linear regression if we see the trend or pattern. Okay, so let's try the same problem kung saan iba naman ang tatanungin. Kasi dito madali lang eh. Given na yung dalawang data points na gamit na natin to predict the resistance. Now, for the next problem, we are looking for the temperature coefficient of wire. Okay, but before we continue solving this, let's go back here. One important variable that we need to emphasize here in our video is what we call the inferred zero resistance temperature, the capital letter T. And based dito sa ating diagram, makikita ninyo na kung linear pala yung pattern or trend ng resistance temperature relationship, darating sa time na ang resistance pala magiging zero. 'Di ba? Sabi natin habang papainit, tumataas resistance. Eh di habang palamig naman, bumababa yung resistance. Kaya nagkakaroon tayo ng zero resistance temperature. And that is ma-achieve at temperature T. Okay? That's capital letter T. But take note, it is termed inferred because it's just an inferential. Practically speaking, it is impossible engineers to have a superconducting wire. Yun bang zero ang resistance? It's impossible. So it's just an inference. It's an inferential, meaning it's an opinion or guess based from our evidence of linear trend. Okay? But this variable is important in our solving. Kasi isa na rin to na data point eh. This point is already considered a data point na pwede nating gamitin sa regression, sa linear regression, or ilalagay sa mode 3-2. Okay, basta tatandaan, zero resistance yan at T, capital letter T. Sige, subukan natin yan dito. A coil has a resistance of 100 ohms at 90. At 100 degrees Celsius, its resistance is 101 ohm. The temperature coefficient of wire at 40 is blank. Okay, so let's solve for the temperature coefficient at 40 degrees Celsius. So what we need is alpha 40 and obviously wala pa tayo yung inferred zero resistance temperature. 'Di ba? Kaya gamitan natin ulit yan ng linear regression, mode 3-2. This time, we are to predict, remember, ang definition ng capital letter T, ito yung temperature na zero ang resistance, 'di ba? So, kailangan natin yan. Sabi kasi dito, at 100 at 90 degrees Celsius, 100 ohms, 'di ba? Also, at 100 degrees Celsius naman, 101 ohms. O, enough na yung data. We can now solve for the temperature at which we have zero resistance. That's capital letter T. Okay, so input mo na ngayon kung zero pala ang resistance niya, ang hinahanap mo naman is X hat. 'Di ba? Ang Y, resistance. Ang X, temperature. So, zero ang resistance, kaya zero X hat. Sige, kunin natin. 90, 100, and then dito naman is 100, tas 101 ohm. Okay, all clear. So, 0, shift 1, 5, regression, and then number 5, y hat. Ay, sorry, x hat pala. Temperature pala yung hinahanap. Okay, so pansinin ninyo, negative 910. Katulad ng pinapansin ko kanina sa diagram, 'di ba? And sa inagrihan natin sa simula pa lang na habang umiinit, tumataas resistance. Habang palamig naman o pababa ang temperature, bumababa ang resistance. So, tama lang to na almost nagne-negative na ang temperature, malamig. No, kaya magzi-zero ang resistance. But again, ulitin ko lang, it's inference. No, impossible siya when practically speaking. Pero ginagamit natin yan sa pag-aaral. No, sa ating mga inferences. Now, Pagdating dito kasi sa formula, sa totoo lang, may absolute dapat eto. Yan ang ginagamit natin sa formula. Kaya, pagdating dito, pag sinasubstitute na natin yan, napansin ninyo, ang T, yung capital letter T, always positive. Kasi naka-absolute siya actually. So, alpha 40 is now equal to 1 over 950. So, we have letter C. Okay, na-absolute natin sa formula. Kasi ang inferred zero resistance temperature is actually negative talaga. Malamig siya, parang ganon. Okay, so very convenient na yan gamitin ulit. Kahit ano na yan na alpha T, 'di ba? Kasi ang napapalitan lang naman dito tsaka to. So kung 40 yan, 40 rin doon. Kaya once na nakuha mo na yung capital letter T, which is inferred zero resistance, kahit ano ng temperature coefficient ang tanungin, masasolve mo na. Okay, subukan pa natin sa iba pang problem hanggang sa magamay na. Siguro pag nagsisolve kayo ng resistance, temperature relation, ito, dapat wag kakalimutan yan. Tapos pwede mo ng i-mode 3-2 or i-linear regression. Okay, sige. Last two problem. Let's try here. 5 ampere resistor made of silver has resistance of 100 ohm at a temperature of 20. So, pwede mo na yan ilalagay sa mode 3.2, di ba? Sa ating mode 3.2, isa na yan na data point. So, at temperature 20, we have 100 ohm. To what temperature should it be heated if its resistance is to increase 107 ohm? So, ang kailangan pala natin mamaya, we are looking for 107 x hat, 'di ba? Kasi resistance of 107 ohm eh. Okay, makakapag-proceed na sana tayo kung may isa pa tayong data point, 'di ba? Para hindi mag-syntax error yan, you need two um, points para ma-derive yung linear regression natin or linear relation between temperature and resistance. Saan natin kukunin yon? Dito. Kagaya, di ba, using this formula ulit, yung temperature coefficient, yung inferred zero resistance, meron na tayong data point. Yan. Gamitin natin to. Kunin natin dito ano yung capital letter T. Di ba? Alpha, small t, 1 over capital T plus small. Yan. So, sabi at 20 degrees Celsius daw tong resistivity na to. So, alpha of 20. So, this is alpha of 20, which is 1 over T plus 20 nga. Ayan. So, this is 3.8 times 10 negative 3. Then, 1 over T plus 20. Ayun, kuha na natin dito yung capital letter T. Sige, gamit naman tayo ng canon. Sige, 3.8. Balik kayo sa mode 1. Talon tayo mag-shift solve. So, 1 over x plus 20. Yan. Shift solve. Okay, so we have 243.16. 243.16. Pero, di ba lalagyan ko to ng absolute? Ibig sabihin, pag interpret natin yung nakuhang answer or this data, we can say that at what? At negative 243.16 degrees Celsius, na-attain ang zero resistance. 'Di ba? Ang tawag dyan sa capital letter T is inferred zero resistance temperature. Malamig yon. Kaya dapat pag plug in mo sa mode 3.2, ang lalagay mo dyan 243.16 na negative. Okay? Dapat negative siya. And then, ano na ang kanyang Y? Zero resistance. Zero ohm. Okay? Yan. So, stick lang sa formula na yan. Makukuha mo na kahit ano ang tanungin sa problem. Okay, sige, type mo na, then subukan kung makukuha yung isa sa choices. Okay. Okay, let's use Canon. So, mode 3. Ayun o, 2 linear. And then, type na yung mga temperature, 20. Tsaka negative 243.16. Again, negative kasi malamig. Zero ang resistance agad. Then, dito naman is 100 ohm. Okay. Okay na to, no? Okay, press na yung clear all. Then, evaluate na natin. 107 is the resistance. And then, kunin natin yung temperature, ups. Then, press 8, regression naman. Then, number 5, y hat. Okay. So, we have 133. Sobra ata ako. Hindi ko ata nalagyan ng negative sign. Ito tayo sa data points. Meron naman 20, 100, 0. Okay. What temperature should it be heated? Sige, ulitin natin. 107 X hat ba yung nagamit ko kanina? Number 4. Yan, 38.4212. Kawaii hat yung na-type ko kanina. Sige, we have 38.421. Ayan o, 421 ohms. Capture na lang natin. Okay. Yan, so madali lang no, gamitin. Basta wag kalimutan yung nakabox na formula at saka yung concept ng inferred zero resistance temperature o yung capital letter T natin. Yan, inferred. Okay. And so, last problem. So, basta ang goal mo lagi makahanap ng dalawang point. Ito na, mas mahirap na tong nasa dulo. Try natin. A current of 4.7 amperes flows through a lead wire of length 13.9 meters and cross-sectional radius of 0.00325 meter at a temperature of 160 degrees Celsius when its ends are connected to the terminals of a battery. Okay, so meron tayong existing na wire, no? Connected sa battery. Siyempre, yung wire na yan may resistance. Pero ang goal natin, resistance niya at this temperature. Diba nalaman natin na as temperature changes, resistance also changes. So, ang goal natin is at temperature 160 degrees Celsius, ano kaya ang resistance? Diba? Calculate the potential difference between the ends of the wire. Lead has a resistivity of 22 times 10 negative 8 ohm meter at 20 degrees Celsius and a resistivity temperature coefficient of 3.9 times 10 negative 3 degree Celsius. Okay. Kung titingnan natin sa problem, parang ang tanong lang naman dito is voltahe. Yan. Kaso, kung check natin, wala tayong, may current na check, kaso walang resistance. Kahit tignan sa problem, wala talagang given pa na resistance. Recall natin na ang resistance is may formula siya na resistivity L over A, di ba? Yung RPLA na formula ninyo. Kaso, anong gagamitin nating resistivity? Kung titignan mo, length is given, area could also be solved, pi r squared. So, ang wala na lang tayo pala, resistivity. Pero, can we use this resistivity? May given man na resistivity. Kaso kung titingnan mo, yung resistivity na yan at 20 degrees Celsius. Remember, resistivity is directly proportional to resistance. Parang resistance din yan, yung resistivity natin. Nagbabago yan kada material, di ba? Iba kapag lead, copper, silver, aluminum, gold, and so on. Nag-iiba-iba rin yon kada temperature. 'Di ba? Kaya nga ARPLA yung formula natin. ARP lang ganyan, meaning resistance is directly proportional engineers to resistivity. So, hindi natin pwede gamitin yung 22 times 10 negative 8 kasi naka 20 degrees Celsius siya. So, walang problema. Gamit lang tayo ng mode 32 ulit. Kukunin natin ano ang resistivity at 160 degrees Celsius naman. No? So, gamit muna tayo nung alpha. Alpha, ano ba yan? 20. Oo, meron din dyan, resistivity, temperature coefficient, which is 1 over T plus 20. So, this is 3.9 times 10 negative 3. Then, 1 over T plus 20. Ayun, makukuha ulit natin yung um, favorite natin na capital letter T kasi napaka-useful niya, si zero resistance temperature. So, 3.9 times 10 negative 3. Then, 1 over x plus 20 ulit. Alpha x plus 20. Huwag malilito ay kung ano dito, siya ring nandoon sa formula. So, shift solve. So, we have 236.41. So, lagyan natin ulit to ng absolute kasi nga dapat negative ito kapag i-interpret natin. 236.41 degree Celsius. Therefore, gamit na tayo ng mode 32. Sige, erase ko na muna to. Basta yung relationship, nakita na natin resistance is directly proportional to resistivity. Therefore, pwede pala nating gamitin pa rin yung mode 32. 'Di ba? Kasi nga, directly proportional ang resistance sa resistivity. Kaya ang ilalagay mo dito, pwede pa rin namang temperature yan. At dito naman, pwede na nating gawing resistivity. Kasi same lang naman siya directly proportional lang naman siya sa resistance. Diba, maalala nyo, kailangan natin ng resistivity na naka 160. Ang meron lang tayo, resistivity na naka 20 degrees Celsius. So, lagay natin yan. Unahin ko na yung, ito, yung inferred zero resistance. Ano ulit pagdating sa calcu? Magiging negative yan, 236.41. Ang resistivity niya or resistance, again, 0. Okay. Tapos sa ano naman, at 20 degrees Celsius, resistivity is 22 times 10 negative 8. Okay? 22 times 10 negative 8. Di kuha na yung ating um, kailangan, which is 160 naman. So, yun yung nadagdag sa atin ngayon. So, pwede na ang ipalit sa y natin dito is resistivity. So, hindi lang siya limited sa resistance. So, therefore, 160 y hat ang ating kailangan. That's the resistivity at 160 degrees Celsius daw. Okay. So, 0 na agad resistance niya. Ito naman 20. Tapos, dito is 22 times 10 negative 8. Okay. Clear all. 160 ang kailangan natin. X hat ba o y hat? 'Di ba? Y hat kasi resistivity or resistance ang nawawala. So, regression, y hat number 5. Ito na ang gagamitin natin. 3.4 times 10 negative 7. That's our resistivity na. So, siyempre, same siya ng unit doon kay 22, which is ohm meter kasi resistivity nga ito. Pwede na. Balik ka na dito sa unahan and nasolve mo na yung voltage. Dito. Okay, subukan. Given naman na lahat ano, current of 4.7, length of 13.9, di ba? So, voltage now is 4.7 amperes. Then, resistivity nga is 3.4 times 10 negative 7 ohm meter. Then, yung length na natin, lagay na din. Kailangan nagkasya. Yan. Okay, so length equal to 13.9 meters. Diba? Ayan, 13.9 and area of 0.0035325 na radius. Yan, meters na naka-square. Okay. So, ito na yung ating mga ating voltage. Kaya subukan natin. Last naman na to. 4.7. Balik tayo sa mode 1 or dyan sa stat mode. Pwede naman. 4.7, 3.4 times 10 negative 7. Length of 13.9. And then area pi r squared. Okay. Answer is we have 0.67 volts. Letter C. Okay, so we have 0.67 volts. Yan, so I hope nakatulong itong ating shortcut. Pero kung um, nalilito or sanay na sa formula, okay pa din naman yun. In case lang na nalimot natin yung formula. So tandaan, summarize natin, resistance and temperature have linear relationship. So you can use mode 3-2. Okay, so that's all and God bless everyone. Thank you for listening.